Speeches of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel will continue to inspire generations of our country. His indomitable will and courage helped him to manage all fronts successfully. Only he could have convinced more than 560 states, independent states, to join the Union of India. Only Sardar could create the real India that we are living in. His speeches will continue to inspire the generation after generation. Now, I will talk to you about his particular speech which he made regarding the trade union. There were big problems at that time about the trade unions, and he ensured that both the mill owners and the laborers, they strike a deal not to go to strike. This is the second National Trade Union Congress. There was no trade union in India before 1920, when the Trade Union Congress was founded with the blessings of Gandhiji and under his guidance. You may be surprised to know that it was started by a young lady from a mill owner's family. Seth Ambalal Sarabhai is a big industrialist of Ahmedabad. It was his sister, Anusuya Bai, called the goddess of the workers, who started it, and Gandhiji blessed her. There were some problems. Gandhiji filtered out all the dirt from the trade unionism, and I must say, I recall the first strike in Ahmedabad. Strikes in those days used to be broken by police acting at the behest of mill owners. But this time there was a new awakening among the workers, because their organizer was a mill owner's sister, a millionaire's daughter, along with a servant of the people, Shankar Lal Banker, a Congress leader, and their advisor was Gandhiji himself. When the workers were weakening in their resolve, Gandhiji pledged himself to fast until an honorable settlement was arrived at between the workers and the mill owners, even a fast unto death if need be. During those 5 or 6 days when he fasted, we were all worried and we worked feverishly for a settlement. The workers were worried too, and so were also the mill owners. Ultimately, it was agreed that arbitration would be used, not by force or strikes, to settle the disputes between the workers and the mill owners. For 15-20 years, whenever there was a dispute, Gandhiji would represent the laborers. The chief of the mill owners association would represent the mill owners, and a non-partisan judicial non-official would be chosen to arbitrate. As a result, there were very few strikes in Ahmedabad, and the industry was prospering most. There were other trade unions trying to influence and create problems. Gandhiji foresaw this and advised not to involve ourselves in this kind of racket. In trying to work in Ahmedabad, in Gujarat and elsewhere, we felt the need for intelligent and active workers trained to work on our lines. Hence, the foundation of the Hindustan Mazdoor Sangh, a separate organization to train workers to work among the laborers for the benefit of the working class of the nation. I was in the Sangh. So were Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Shankar Rao Deo, Jai Ram Das, besides Gulzarilal Nanda and Kandubai. We began to train many workers from Ahmedabad and to send them out. The Indore organization was intimately connected with Ahmedabad from the very beginning. During the last fight for independence, the struggle of 1942, the Ahmedabad laborers did what no one else could. If others had also acted as they did, whether underground or elsewhere, our struggle would have succeeded in 3 months instead of having to extend it for over 3 years. Many people today ask, where is INTUC stand for? What does it stand for? Is it against strike? Yes, we are against strikes. We did strike for 3 months in 1942 when the alien government had to be fought. Others fled from the field then. But now the strike is undesirable. They cry for strikes. I say no. My point is that the organization in Ahmedabad provided political and national training. Others indulge only in political exploitation of the laborers, but we worked for their cause and we saw to it that the problems are resolved in the manner that I have described above. He further says, some people want the government to run everything, leaving out the capitalists. But the government of India today has not the resources to run all industry itself. If we try, we'll not be able to run it even for 12 months, and we will suffer losses. We have to act with discretion. This is what he stood for.